My dear students of grade 10, welcome back to my English class once again. It's RK English YouTube channel. Students, once again we are at unit number 16 and that we are going to discuss in today's video. And we have getting started. Study the pictures, take turns to tell the story to each other. So here is a picture which is given here, and you have to it's a, you have to create a story, and after after seeing this picture, and you have to create a story. So can you guess, students, what is the story all about? This we can see first, I think it's a story about a dog, a greedy dog. Picture shows a story about greedy dog, and once we can say once upon a time there was a dog, greedy dog, and one day he found a piece of what you can see in the mouth of dog. It's a skeleton type, not piece of meat. It's a skeleton, and he found a skeleton, piece of skeleton, and he ran to another place. On the way there was a bridge, okay, in the third picture, and that he had to cross this bridge so that they can go to the across the bridge, and that he started going. While crossing the bridge, and he saw, he stopped, and he saw, he started look into the water, students, and there he saw his what he saw his reflection, and then the dog thought that there was another dog inside the water, and he started barking, okay. He started barking on that, on his reflection, and then what happened, you can see, he as he started barking, and his piece of skeleton fell down into the water, and and then he became very upset. So it's a story about a greedy dog, okay, greedy dog. So what is the moral of the story? We can learn from the story that we should not be greedy, okay. It's all about the picture, students. Now reading first text that we will discuss here. Yes, students, in reading 2, we have some questions. Answer the question before discussing its text, students. So let's talk about the question. What food do you like the most, students? I think if I say I like the food most, the food having less cholesterol, I always go for boiled items. And second one is, what do you prefer, veg or? Yes, I think everyone should prefer for vegetarian rather than non-veg, as you know that non-veg item always it contains full cholesterol, that's why it can be dangerous for heart patient. That's why I prefer vegetarian food rather than non-veg. Now students move to its text. Okay, students, here is the text of unit number 16, or reading first text. That's why I become a vegan. So here is the word that is vegan. It means it's vegan is a person who doesn't eat any food items which are derived from animals, okay, like meat, dairy product, okay, and meat, milk, all these are derived from animals, and who doesn't eat all these items is called vegan. It's vegetarian people. Now here is the text. Let us start now. Growing up, I didn't really think about my weight. Growing up means while growing up, author says that he didn't really really thought about his weight. I cheered in middle and high school and just did not think too much about it in college. But he cheered means he's a made glad, he was glad in the middle and the college, high school. But he didn't think too much about, when he was in college, he didn't think about his weight. Post college, after the college, though I started gaining weight. After college he started gaining, his weight is going up, increasing. And I ate out more, was stressed more consistently, it's frequently with work, and looked up one day was not happy about my weight. He started means I ate out more means he started eating more and more, and it was stress more consistently with work. And because of the heavy work, heavy workload, and he started eating more, and looked up one day, and one day he looked that it was not happy and about my weight. He was not happy about the weight. Even more, I have become more in tune with my body and how he had become very, very tuned with the body and how I feel, how he was feeling. This really started when I did whole 30 means students 30-day elimination diet. And he started doing what a 30-day elimination diet. Following those 30 days, I couldn't really tell me when my body did not feel good, and I was not thrill means excited about how much I did not feel great. Means something is going to be changed, with the author after having 30-day elimination diet. And what was that? Let us discuss in the second paragraph here. During this time, I have started listening to the almost 30 podcast. During that time, he used to listen the postcard 30, around 30 postcard he started listening, which has made him you know think about living a holistic lifestyle. Holistic means integrative. Students, he wanted to live a different kind of, like a holistic lifestyle after having a 30-day elimination diet, because he was not happy with his weight. And he was very health conscious, and that's why he started doing listening podcast. And and then he started living holistic lifestyle. I have already written about my transition to neutral deodorant. Here's the transition, mean the change. The last branch of that holistic tree is becoming a vision. In the paragraph, author says that he was the last one who is going to be a holistic one, and he's going to be a vegan. And my aunt and uncle started the trend of becoming a vegan in our family. In his family, his uncle and auntie had started becoming vegan first, and my dad was next. Then next one was his dad, and then author himself. And author is the last one, I think, who started becoming a vegan after his auntie, uncle, and father. And yes, move to the next one. Okay, next paragraph. People become a vegan for lots of reason. There can be so many reason behind becoming vegan. And but for me it was about eliminating means remove food out of my diet that my body doesn't like. But what was the reason for the author that he doesn't like some food that he want to eliminate from his diet? That's why he decided to become a vegan. Because some, there can be so many reasons behind this, but only reasons that he doesn't like some food. What was those food? Let us discuss. It's about putting things into my body that would make me feel good and help me to live my best lifestyle. Okay. Yes. After, he thought that after eliminating all these food that he doesn't like, if he eliminate those food, it's really going to help live him best life. That's why he decided to become vegan. And the vegans don't eat products that have come from animals. Yes, I have already told you that vegan is that person, that man who doesn't eat any product that comes from animals. Okay, like for me, that means I don't eat dairy. Dairy means milk products. You can say ghee, uh, you know you know there are so many dairy products, butter and all that that are derived from animals, that author doesn't like to include in his diet. And animal based protein like eggs and meat also, he wanted to eliminate all these also eggs and meat also from his diet. I will eat regular butter if I'm a restaurant and I don't eat honey. Yes, he will eat regularly if he was at a restaurant, but he doesn't eat what? Honey. Also, I point out those last two things to say all vegans don't have to be strict. I believe, like any other lifestyle changes, this is about what works best for the individual and about living your best life. Okay, so everything I think vegans don't need to be very strict about regarding their lifestyle and eating habit, and what he thinks about betterment of his life, and he can do that. People often ask me if this has happened hard. Has it been difficult to cut those things out of my diet? People often started asking him the question about cutting off those things of his diet. I thought it would be, but I have been surprised at how easy it has been for me. But he was surprised that it was very easy, for him to do that. When I did whole 30, as I told you, that is the it's a process of eliminating 30-day, or you know you can say elimination of diet. I learned that my body doesn't love dairy. Yes, he felt what, and he learned and felt that her body started, started what, not loving what dairy product before those 30 days. Okay, when I often went to bed a stomach ache and really thought it was normal, well, it wasn't. I really have a stomach ache now. Really have headache, have more energy, and don't have acid reflux as much. It's kind of crazy. Reflux is a word. It is flow of stomach acid. Okay, so after having all these 30-day elimination diet, sometime author used to have a stomach ache and headache, but now he really, now he is feeling really energized, and he doesn't have any sort of flow of stomach acid as much. It's a very crazy thing for him. There are ways to get protein outside of animals. Yes, students, there are so many ways of getting proteins, okay, outside of animals. And except animals, we can have different way of getting proteins. I eat lots of bean and chickpeas. All the yes, we can have proteins from others. There are other sources also, like beans and chickpeas, and there are an abundance, means plentiful and enough of vegetables that I can incorporate, means include into my diet. Students accept animals product. We can have different option also, where we can get proteins. There are some vegetables that we can plenty of vegetables are there that we can include in our diet, in our meal. There are many options for your favorite non-veg food. Okay, so students, there are so many options of your non-veg, favorite non-veg food. You don't have to give up your favorite food to be. Okay, so finally, you don't need to give up your favorite food, and don't need to eliminate your favorite food. Okay, to be a vegan. Students, this article adopted from an article by Jessica Sharp, published on gen20.com. This is the article that we have studied about why I became a vegan. It's all about your text reading, first text, students, unit number 16. With that, students, I come to an end of this lesson today. I'll be back with its next exercises very soon. Till then, students, keep watching my video. Do subscribe. Goodbye.